Please take a second, pause the video, and read this disclaimer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at how I train my cervical flexors. Now, what are cervical flexors? Cervical flexors are those muscles in the front of your neck that help pull the chin down. They're really important because for most of my life at least, I'm stuck doing this. I'm stuck looking down, which means not that my cervical flexors are firing, but that my cervical extensors, the ones that help pull my head up and looking towards the ceiling, they're put in a prolonged, stretched position to have to hold my head from going further down. So that means my cervical extensors are getting a lot of work, and my cervical flexors aren't. So this is an exercise that I do for myself to go after those cervical flexor muscles, make sure that I keep my chin tucked when I'm laying on my back, which is what you're going to see me do here in a second, to really work those out. And it also prevents me from getting trigger points, which are of course those big old golf ball sized knots that hide out in those muscles. Now, to name a couple cervical flexors I'm going after, specifically this exercise would be like my SCM and my scalings. Without further ado, let's get into it. One more thing, one more word of caution. Anything you see people doing on the internet, you should probably get cleared. Well, you shouldn't probably. You should get cleared by a doctor before you do these. And that's especially true for the cervical muscles, the cervical spine. There's a lot of things that can be going on in there, numbness, tingling, burning, pain, all those things. You want to go get cleared by a doctor to make sure you're good for any sort of exercises involving the cervical spine. Now, let me show you how I strengthen my cervical flexors. The very first thing I need is a table like this, a bench, a plinth, edge of my bed, doesn't really matter. I'm wearing the hat here, one, because I'm having a terrible hair day, and two, because it's going to help you see when I tilt my head, you're going to be able to watch the bill of the hat and see how much it moves. So I find the edge of the plinth, the edge of the bench. I'm going to start with my head, weighing all the way back, making sure that I can do this, right? And make sure that the table's not stopping me. The next thing to do is I'm going to come up to neutral as much as I can. I can even use a hand here to help let my head rest. I'm going to find neutral as much as I can, and I'm going to take my chin, I'm going to tuck it. I'll zoom you guys in here in a second, but I'm going to keep describing from this position. So my head's in neutral, tuck the chin, pull it forward into about maybe 25 to 45 degrees of flexion. I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move my hand back, catching my own head, letting it relax, and then doing the same thing again. Beginning in that neutral position, tuck the chin, bringing it into 25 to 45 degrees of flexion, making sure I'm not letting my head deviate one side towards the other. I'll hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes back, catches the head coming into extension. Letting it rest for a couple of seconds and repeating the cycle all over again. Now I'm going to zoom you guys in here so you can see much more closely what I'm doing with my head, okay? Okay, so here we are a little bit more zoomed in, so you're going to see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start with my head in line, trying to be as neutral as I can, right, with my neck. Not starting all the way back here, starting as close to neutral as I feel that I can get. Making sure my head isn't rotating towards y'all or rotating towards the wall over there. I'm trying to keep it straight. Hand is just here to hold my head right now as I get ready. Now, first thing I'm going to do is the chin tuck. So watch my chin. Tuck the chin, lift the head, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes around back, catches the head, brings it down, lets it relax. We'll do one more of those just so you guys can really see how I do it. Again, coming back into a neutral, finding my chin, tucking it, lifting it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catching the head, letting it come back down to neutral. Now, this is definitely working out the sides of my neck, but I'm not feeling any numbness, tingling, burning, or pain. If I felt any of those things, I'd stop immediately and talk to a doctor, talk to a medical professional, because that's not normal. You will, at least I feel, these muscles over here working overtime because of how weak they are on me. I don't feel any numbness, tingling, burning, or pain. Any exercise that you have any numbness, tingling, burning, or pain, you should stop and talk to a medical professional because that is not normal. So, now the question that I ask myself next is, how am I going to get out of this position? And the answer is, I'm just going to pull myself down, let my head rest for about 30 seconds, because after I do several sets of these, my head gets really heavy. Now, I personally can only do about 5 sets of 10-second holds right now. That's where I'm at. My goal and my ambition is to get to 10 sets of 10, which is how I would typically dose this for myself, right, with some of these cervical exercises. But again, I want to harp on the fact that I'm not having any numbness, tingling, burning, pain, dizziness, any of those things. Any of those things, I really want to harp on this, warrants talking to a doctor. All right, so that has been how I do cervical flexion exercises to strengthen my neck in this direction. I hope you guys found the video helpful, informative, educational. Please consider checking out the website, join the Patreon, and as always, stay healthy, stay fit, and stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Y'all thought that I almost forgot, but I didn't. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.